This is not a test. You are entering Tara's terrestrial aura. Are you ready? I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test.
Hey guys, we meet again. And for this topic today, it's something a little bit touchy on a topic of a matter that I feel like matters a lot. So I want to share it with you. But before we get started, I do want to ask that you head over here, look at my platforms, subscribe to all of them, follow them, whatever it may be. Also check me out on Patreon. I have a so exciting event coming up soon about the natal degrees. And that's going to actually be coming out next week. So if you're interested, go join me because I'd love to have you there. It's just a deeper analyzation of our charts through looking at the degrees and also being able to find roadblocks, things that are preventing us from stepping into our power, etc. And it's something that I am learning and I am doing as an experiment with my Patreons because that is where I do experiments and social studies on the humanity of Kayne because I'm an Aquarius rising and like Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, Venus, you know. I'm just a big old Aquarius, you know? So I'm definitely so into that type of energy and I'd love to have you there. You can get signed up for as low as $1 a month. And also guys, just a little update too. I want to let you all know that I am working on some content for Building Tartaria. So if you do follow me and Grant on that account, definitely be on the lookout for some things. And if you don't, go subscribe to our channel because we're here on YouTube. We're also on TikTok and Twitter. So that's Building Tartaria. And yeah, all right. So today's topic, guys, is a little like, ooh, you know what I mean? And yeah, so what it is, did you all see what Kanye West did? Apparently he was at this like, this show, fashion show or whatever, right? And he wore this shirt. And so did Candace. I can't remember her last name. I just can't keep up with these things, guys. But yeah, so wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. Tell me that's not controversial for a black man in the music industry of rap who has previously even separated himself, blaming white people, saying that they were the demise of black people in his past, but coming into his spirituality, his religion, he's starting to see things differently. Right? So that's what we can say. But do you think that Kanye's crazy for this? Do you think that he deserves to be shunned from the black community because of a shirt that he was wearing that says White Lives Matter? I want to know in the comments, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts because I feel like this is a matter that definitely needs to be touched on because it's so much. There's so much more to the shirt that Kanye wore. It's so much more to what this level of depth of what he's trying to present really is. So as you can tell from the heading of this video that's right here, that I don't think Kanye West is crazy. Do you think that I'm crazy because I don't think that Kanye West is crazy? Because that could be a thing. But the thing is, I'm going to tell you why I don't think he's crazy. I look at Kanye West like this. This is a man of wisdom. He may be slightly delirious, delusional, illusional, whatever you want to call it. But are those not the geniuses of our society? Because they are. If you think about it, people who go out on a limb and do not try to fit into social norms, social classifications, and social standings, those are the people who really stand out and will trigger you the most in life. And Kanye did this with full intent to trigger. And I'll tell you why. Okay, think about this. The Black Lives Matter group was definitely put in place for a good purpose. Trayvon Martin was killed. All of these people had been brutally hurt by police officers and people that were perceived as racist, right? So this movement happened, but then as things started to progress, we started to see that maybe the movement wasn't actually something for black people, but instead it was sponsored by corporations and entities that really hold no stake in the well-being of Black people's well-being, and these same people could be out instead improving Black communities and separating people up a little bit more to integrate with society of other cultures, other languages, other races and things like that. But instead, no, they made it to where we had riots and we had protest, and there were things like that that really didn't solve much of anything. We got June 19th as a Black community, and that was pretty much it, which is really awesome. But this is also something that was done by Donald Trump, which many Black people hate. So that's kind of funny, but that's a whole side note. But have you ever thought about how all of this stuff is such bullshit? Like, it's so fucking fake. Everything about it. And Kanye West wearing that shirt is nothing more than a representation of the fakeness of society and how the division will always continue if we always look at ourselves as an individual group, like Black Lives Matter only. Why can't Hispanic lives matter? Why can't white people's lives matter? Why can't Asian people's lives matter? The thing is, they do. And these movements and these things that we create in a social structure of this world that we live in are done with no other intent than to separate us and to be able to victimize us. And the Black community is the number one victimized community in this country. And you can say that you beg to differ, and I'm absolutely open to hearing your thoughts. But as a Black woman that has lived my whole life of 36 years being this way, I see that we need a change. And the change is something beyond anything that Black Lives Matters can do. In creating this movement, all that was really done was to create a division. And then you see other people of other ethnicities joining in on this, and you think, oh, this is so powerful. We're all coming together. But the thing is, what are we coming together for? To honor separation, to honor division, to honor segregation instead of integration? Why would we do this whenever we could literally just realize that maybe it's not the races, but instead maybe it's the system that's separating us. Maybe it's the system that wants to divide and conquer. Maybe it's not so much individual races that are supposed to be racing at war, but maybe we are supposed to be able to see this higher power of this entity, of this system, of this structure that is literally bred and fed to divide us. They give us foods that hurt us. They give us everything out there is in detriment pretty much because of our system. It has nothing to do with race. Absolutely nothing to do with race. And I feel that Kanye West knows this, and he sees the division, and he wants to divide that division into the true way that it was always meant to be, which is the people and then the structure. And the people are meant to change the structure. And the only way to shake the people is to make them see it, to put it in their face. And Kanye wearing that shirt, that White Lives Matter shirt, was his way to throw it in the face of Black people, to let them see you are causing your separation and you are victimizing yourself. And I, as a Black person, am very, very proud to admit that I refuse to fall in that line. As a child, I never saw myself as less because of my race. I will never do that. I will never feel like I am entitled to something because of things that happened in the past that have nothing to do with me now. The things that have happened, slavery, things like that, this stuff is still going on in other cultures. There are still races that are suffering. Think of the women, the Muslim women that are now taking off their veils, and they are literally, and excuse me for the wrong word because I don't know the right word, so I can't use it. So they're taking them off and expressing themselves in their open state, and they're breaking away from the bounds and the dictation of their country and their rules and their society. Whenever we start breaking those rules and creating our own and realizing that the moral of the story was morals all along, that is the only way we'll see change. And Kanye West is aware of this, and he is doing an excellent job, even though he does it in a little extreme ways. But I'm sure he has some really crazy Neptune energy or something, because that has to be a vibe. But yeah, so I honor people who are in the public light, who put light on the division and on the separation. So, needless to say, do I think Kanye West is crazy? No, I don't. I think that he is a mastermind. I think that he is someone to be paid attention to, that is actually in the spotlight, that is serving the Black community more than anyone else is. Because he is serving the Black community the truth. He is serving the Black community the awareness that we are separating ourselves and victimizing ourselves, and there is no need to do that anymore. Because only when we come out of that separation, out of that division, then we will see our true power, because we will realize that we are nothing less than any other race, than any other culture, and we are at war with ourselves. So whenever we can stop the internal wars, the civil wars of ourselves, then maybe we can step into the actual war that needs to be won. And that is the war with the powers that never wanted us to be. And that is just my perception and my perspective that I'm sharing with you. And now I challenge you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this matter. And if you think that Kanye West is just fucking delusional, or if you think that what he is doing is a perfect example of what needs to be done, bringing awareness of what we are doing to ourselves. Because sometimes all it takes is a mirror, a reflection, someone to show you what you're doing to be able to realize what is being done. It's not the people's fault. We were programmed this way at birth. We were programmed to be separated, just like my video about the races. We were programmed to be at a race with one another, to be at war with ourselves on a constant daily basis. We were programmed to go out and get 9-to-5 jobs and to work for the system and serve money as if it's like a god or something. But the thing is, that's not our true purpose. Our true purpose is to break free. And only until we break free will we have the power to be in control of ourselves. And that is my perspective. Once more, I'm going to say, but okay, I do ask that if you enjoy my content, go check me out on all of these social media platforms, because I also have content there. Also, don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel for this video. And then also ring the notification bell so that way you can get updates about when I put up new videos. And lastly, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. I have a new event coming up soon. It's going to be next week that it starts. It's literally working with the Jupiter energy degrees and our natal charts, and it's a manifesting course. So yeah, guys, it's actually an experiment, not a course. But I love you guys so much. I thank you so much for watching this video, and I honor your presence and the presence of mine. And I hope that my presence is a present to you, just as yours is to me. And until we meet again, my love family. Love you guys.